Okay. Sorry, the game is still booting up. That's why it's a black screen. Anyway, hey, what's up, guys? Chile, so welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Last time we left off, having started Lost Belt 1, met an interesting, guy. Yes, yeah, guy. Interesting guy. Paxi, who's half wolf or half demonic beast wolf and half human. I think that's how it works. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I had to run to the house, and what I had to do over there was took longer than I thought. So I got back 1 minute before stream start, and I hadn't started OBS or the game yet. So I was like waiting for for those to boot up. I was like, come on, start up. And yeah. But anyway. Hey Meridak, hey hi, hey Gogeta, hey V6. Yeah, now I gotta turn the audio down for myself. There we go. Okay. Oh, and you can turn on game audio. Boom. Okay. We should be good. Probably. Yeah, we had Paxi go out and get us stuff to make a kite. And we made said kite, and now we're going to go and try and harness the power of lightning via the old Ben Frank method. Section 2, Yaga.
There are a lot more people. I mean, Yaga here than I thought there'd be.
Why? Huh?
Huh? What was that just, what was the sound?
Maybe we should just stay put. Yeah, if we go check it out, people might... we're gonna go look anyway, aren't we?
True, we probably should, but...
What if we just got close enough to see what's going on while making sure to stay out of sight? Mash, are you trying to get us caught?
Great. Then let's keep our heads low and sneak over.
I don't know if I agree with this, but... It looks like someone's handing out food? They're certainly all lining up. Oh no. Is Koi and Skya here? Cause wasn't the whole thing last time is that Katic was getting annoyed that she was like upcharging for food? Is that what's happening here? They're certainly all lining up for something. No boy. I knew it. I was right. Okay.
Hello again, my little Yaga. Congratulations on making it through another day in your
Miserable lives. Oh, what a lovely thing to say to people.
It's so sad, isn't it? No matter how hard you work, you can never save enough to live on or hope to move up in the world. But don't worry. Your cute little guardian angel is here to help you all survive this horribly dark, dreadful blizzard. Sure. That's why you're here. Not to make money. Don't be shy. Come on up and take a gander at my goods.
I'll look at your...
There's nothing NFF services can't provide. Whether it's food, medical equipment, or even prohibited goods like alcohol.
Yep, it's the bitch. At voice. One positively dripping with honey atop ice cream atop even more honey. Both of you hide. Watch from as far away as possible. Do not approach under any circumstances. Not unless you want to get ensnared in a honey trap like I was. That's the most convincing thing he's ever said. Yeah.
Welcome to TV Queen Sky's Honey Kitchen, now open for business.
Hello and good day, all you lovely customers. I do appreciate you knowingly patronizing my cruel little establishment. Okay.
Oh yes, I know all about how hard it is being a Yaga. You have very hardy bodies. So hardy, in fact, that you're practically immortal. But the trade-off is that you burn through calories at a tremendous rate.
Really, you all die so comically quickly if you aren't eating about 10 times the food a good old-fashioned human would.
You might say that Yaga traded the ability to survive extreme cold for truly shoddy energy efficiency. At any rate, if you don't get enough calories here in Russia,
you'll end up a Yaga-sicle.
But fortunately, I've come all the way from
Yaga Moscow to help you survive. Yeah, You definitely care about them surviving. Yep,
Now come on, don't be shy.
Empty your wallets and prostrate yourselves before your savior goddess. So the human's back again, huh? Damn it. How dare she mock us like that? Hey, shut your damn mouth. Do you want her to start making us jump to impossible hoops again? At least pretend like you're grateful to her. Yeah, her methods aside, at least she's helping us. Hi, Miss Koyenskaya. I'd like to buy some food, please. Is everything okay, Miss Koyenskaya?
How sad.
How truly, truly sad. You Yaga must have Piroshki for brains. How could you possibly forget the proper way to address your owner? It's Koyanskaya?
It's Mistress Koyanskaya.
Koyanskaya.
I swear your minds are as frail as your bodies are ugly.
Damn.
You're completely lacking in tact, and have not a shred of decorum.
Well, at least we know she's not into furries. Okay, well, that's cool. I guess. Actually, is it even really being a furry if that's their actual body, though?
Not a shred of decorum. What an achingly dull world you ended up with. I don't know what your leader was thinking, combining humans with animals. Now you've lost the innocence of the latter and the brains of the former.
Damn.
All you've managed to do is cancel out the good bits of either half of you. And you have the gall to call yourselves a new species just because you can barely eke out an existence here.
What a joke. Damn. What the hell? And what was that? Hey, you. I don't care if you're one of the Tsar's personal guard. Nobody talks about us like that and gets away with it. The Tsar himself came up with our demonic beast transformation policy. The only ones who would criticize it are traitorous rebel... Apparently not. No way. What?
See what happens when you oppose me. Tee. So sorry about that, my little Yaga. My opportunity are special, you see. They're a type that reacts instantly if I get just a teensiest bit upset, so be sure to watch your language. Right.
But Miss Koyanskaya, just now you were the one who was...
Oh? Do my ears deceive me, or are you the second brave moron with a death wish of the day?
No, I'm not.
Forgive me, Mistress Koyanskaya. There we go. I knew you could do it. Now let's get down to business. Since your food shortage problem keeps getting worse, I made sure to bring twice as much as last time. Go ahead and load up on anything you like. There's plenty to go around.
Alright. As long as we can get more food... Huh? What's with these prices?
Ah, yes. 1 cut of Kritchat's shoulder meat. That'll be 500,000 rubles, please. I don't know the exact conversion rate between rubles and dollars, but methinks that's a lot. Methinks that is a lot for a single cut of shoulder meat. Like quite a lot, even. Absurdly a lot.
That's 3 times more expensive than last time. And we couldn't even afford the prices back then. This isn't helping us at all. It used to be as long as we obeyed the Tsar's laws, he'd provide us with the minimum amount of food we needed to get by. But now we have to trade everything we've got down to our furniture. And if that wasn't bad enough, the prices keep going up every damn time. You're bleeding us dry for everything we've got. Why are you torturing us like this?
Oh my, I don't like the sound of that. Tee? Is that an incipient riot I smell? Well, as the Tsar's personal guard, I guess I'd better do something about that, hadn't I? Perhaps we can try another way of resolving the food shortages then. By killing half the village and feeding them to the other half?
Oh, wait, please, we're not looking for trouble. It's just with prices like these, you might as well be telling us to die. Could you at least put them back to what they were last time? That way we should just be able to pay. Please, Mistress Koyanskaya. I'm begging you.
I wish I could help you, now that you're finally wising up a bit. But I can't, sorry. What you see is what you get. Prices may go up, but they never go down. That's NFF Service's most sacred rule. Besides, you aren't really incapable of paying, right? I know you've still got room to fall back on.
Room to... I promise you we don't. This is all we...
Don't be silly. You've still got plenty to work with. You've stamina to waste arguing with me. You've got plenty of nerve. Letting the rebels remain at large. Damn. And you've got a friend right there next to you. One with just as much money to spare. Huh? Isn't it the Yaga way to take from the weak? Besides, I said it myself earlier. There's more than one way to resolve a food shortage.
Huh? So that's the way it is, huh? Since you're telling us this and you're one of the Tsar's personal guard, if I go along with this, I won't get in trouble?
Nope. I couldn't care less about silly ethical concerns you pathetic little things might have. Oh boy.
Huh? Hey, don't tell me you're just giving up. Come on, give her a piece of your...
Nah, don't worry, I'm not.
Let's go get us some food together. You, me, and your money. Huh? I mean, hey, you know, it is their motto, survival of the fittest. So, I mean, why would they do something like that? Because life is cruel.
At least we've avoided being spotted. Koyanskaya just left with the wagon. Along with the Yaga who collapsed when their friends struck them in the head.
Mash, Ritsuka. Neither of you sounds particularly happy about that. Tell me what happened, as briefly as possible. Broad strokes will suffice.
Koyanskaya, the woman who attacked Kaldia, was distributing food to the townspeople.
But it looked like she was charging them prices high enough that she was really just extorting them. Yeah. Eventually, the Yaga started arguing with her about prices, and then a fight broke out among them, and only half of the Yaga there ended up receiving food. And the other half?
I think the other half were probably...
killed? By their friends? Do you mean the ones who acquired food did so by stealing their friends' money?
Even if she was attempting to reduce the numbers, that is a needlessly cruel way to do so. I suppose culling half the population will help the remaining Yaga, as there are fewer mouths to feed, but...
Hey, spare me a cold-blooded analysis. The point is that Koyanskaya is a demon dressed as a woman. Ritsuka, as of right now, you have no means of fighting back. Had Koyanskaya seen you just now, you would be dead, just like I would be. Of course, in my case, I turned a few of the opportunity to goo with my golf punch magecraft. But a third-rate, no, a pale imitation of a mage like yourself would have no chance. Lucky for you, you had some shadows to cower in. And that suited you far better than a mage's outfit.
Can you not be a dick for like 1 minute?
In that sense, you did well. I understand how you must feel. So you did well to stay out of sight regardless.
Director Gordolf.
Still, what a wretched stroke of luck to learn that Koyanskaya is here in Russia as well.
I'll say, and on top of that, she's a servant. These magical energy readings don't lie. She must have been concealing that in Kaldia, but she obviously isn't bothering to here. She must be working for Kushtaria, for the Cryptors.
So that priest is most likely a servant as well, since he was clearly there as Koyanskaya's equal. Nonetheless...
What is it, Mr. Holmes? Are you concerned by the astounding lack of judgment
that Mr. Gordolf showed by unwittingly bringing both Koyanskaya and Father Kodamine to Chaldea?
I'll have you know I'm the greatest victim in all this. Have you not a shred of consideration? Ritsuka, what have you been teaching that your charge that makes her think it's okay to back talk to her superiors?
That's all her.
Well, she said it with such a straight face, only makes it all the more painful.
In Koyanskaya's case, you're quite right, Miss Kirilite. Gurdolf was undoubtedly lax in his vetting, but so too was Koyanskaya's disguise immaculate. But the same cannot be said for Father Kodamine. He was a genuine clergyman, sent in official capacity by the Holy Church. As such, Gurdolf had no advanced contact with him, and thus cannot be held liable. I believe Father Kodamine and Koyanskaya must have first met in person, on a boat to Chaldea in the Antarctic. Isn't that right, Director?
Yes, that's right. I'm quite certain he was absent from most of my meetings.
In which case, they must have executed their plan via a network we had no means of learning about. We shall need to investigate that soon. Now then. Da Vinci. Miss Ritsuka. Although untimely, there is something else I must tell you. There is no man by the name of Kotomina Kire employed by the Holy Church. Or at least there was no one by that name on the 2019 list of the church's clergy. Really? Then does that mean the name Kotomina Kire is made up? No. No, someone by that name did in fact exist at one time. However, according to Chaldea's records, Kotomina Kire died in Japan in 2004.
During the Holy Grail War.
So he's basically a zombie.
Has that sucker-punching backstabber actually been a pseudo-servant all this time?
Or maybe he's a servant that's basically a heroic spirit possessing a dead body? Or...
Well, is that sort of thing even possible? Probably.
I wish I could say for certain that there's no heroic spirit who can be summoned, using a dead body as its host. But it is very possible that there are certain heroic spirits who may only be summonable as pseudo-servants, using a dead body for a host. However, this information can at least lay that theory to rest. The Holy Church's report says the following. Kotomina Kire's body was completely incinerated at the time of his death, making a recovery impossible. In other words, Father Kotomina's body no longer exists. At least, not in our world.
Interesting. I doubt he came here from this Russia.
That is a possibility, but at this point, that is all it is. We still have far too little information to theorize any further.
Well, I thought I smelled something delicious. Do I detect some adorable little rats hiding out in this back alley? I do wish I could let you get away, but now that I've found you, I certainly can't do that now, can I? Especially not after Kotomine just told me to squash any repulsive insects I happen to find. Oh, I thought you left!
Hello, my little Chaldeans. Congratulations on making it back alive. I must applaud your luck and sheer tenacity.
Kuyanskia.
Master, get back. Oh, look at you, bravely trying to keep your master safe. But you really should know better, Mash. If you're gonna act like you can fight, you'd better be ready for your enemy to call your bluff.
Consider your current situation, your abilities, your position. You may be okay with dying yourself, but what about the girl behind you?
At times like this, the best thing you can do is throw away your pride and
Roll over like the dog you are. Come on, Mash, let's take her together. Ritsuka. Yeah, you try it. Yeah, you go for it.
Just kidding. It's hilarious.
Seeing you flailing about so desperately, Ritsuka.
Luckily for you, I'm still not done with my work for today, and I like to do one job at a time.
Okay.
So I won't come looking for you until tomorrow. Killing you now would go against my principles. So for today, I'll be generous and let you go off on your merry way. Besides, I expect that'll make things more interesting down the road.
Your funeral, I guess.
After all, it's not fair for Caddock to have all the advantage. We should give you at least something of a fighting chance. First you destroy Caldia, and now you want to pit Senpai against Caddock and the others? I mean, they seem to be, you know, quite willing participants in all this, so I mean... Calm down, Mash. But... Fofo. That's right. I'm going to have you and the Cryptors kill each other, Ritsuka. That's what we've been working towards all this time. It would be a huge disappointment if all that build-up were to fizzle out at the very first Cryptor.
I mean, I guess.
Good grief. I trust you're listening in, Sherlock Holmes. How could you let them go out without any protection whatsoever? Shouldn't you be way more cautious? If any other servants had been assigned to Russia instead of me, your little journey would be over by now.
Ahem. I never thought I would see an enemy servant concerned for her opposition. Although, the other servants, you say? Yeah. Would you mind giving us any more hints while you're at it? What is your true name? Who is your master? How many of you are there? And furthermore, what is this singularity really called?
Humph. That's more like it. It's not worth crushing you unless you put up a decent fight. You did put one over on me back at Caldia after all. Next time I see you, I'll have to pay you back double. Oh, and unfortunately for you, I won't be offering up any more hints. I've been working my fingers to the bone over the past year to get everything ready.
Your fingies, huh?
You'll just have to figure out whatever you don't yet know for yourselves. Our leader has come from far, far away, and is intentionally staying out of the spotlight right now.
Why did you torment the Yaga?
Oh, that? You mean you can't tell? Just because I'm your enemy doesn't mean I'm an ally to Russia. To Caddock Zeblepus. In the end, the Yaga are another branch of human evolution.
That makes them very much an object of hatred for me. Fair enough. So I exploit them as brutally and thoroughly as I can. It's my life's work. Oh, you're a...
I enjoy it and take it seriously. Besides, the whole notion of a societal structure that exploits the poor was something you humans came up with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, but violence is bad. We don't want that now, do we?
I may have made use of military force back at Caldia, but only because I had no other choice. Normally, I wouldn't resort to such barbarism. I don't know if I believe you. If I'd had a year or so to carry all this out, I would have made sure you all ended up killing each other much more peacefully.
Resorting to something as brutish as violence to destroy what you detest is the height of human folly. Your kind brought destruction down upon your own heads. I have no plans to stoop to your level. So there you have it. I won't lay a finger on you. I've already fulfilled His Imperial Majesty Ivan the Terrible's request to eliminate the biggest threat, Caldius. Controlling the opportunity now is just a bit of after-sales service.
I wonder what exactly happens in universe when we get the censored text and speech. I mean, it was the same as like a berserker cry. Right? Isn't that the same thing as like the berserker? But I doubt she went. Who knows?
If you're going to fight the scripter, I'll let him command the opportunity instead. So you're saying you have no intention of fighting us here?
Because we're completely powerless?
That you're going to let us go?
Because we're not worth your time? Kinda, yeah.
That's right. Nice to see you finally understand, Mash. I'm impressed you were able to fix
The facts you really, really didn't want to.
So I'll tell you what, in honor of that show of earnestness and loyalty, I really will let you off the hook this time. Truth be told, I was planning
To gobble you both up right after you let your guard down.
Wait, that's it? That's the way Mash, Ritsuka. Don't fight an opponent you can't beat. That's the first law of the jungle. Since you're such smart girls,
I'll go ahead and make you a What does she say here if you're the male Ritsuka? Does she just say since you're such smart people? I assume she would just say people. Right?
I'll go ahead and make you a promise. If you manage to survive Russia, I'll be sure to come see you again. When I do, we can hash things out mano a mano.
Okay.
Keep on scurrying around like the little rats you are until then, okay? I'm an advisor to the crypters. You see. As long as you keep on your little journey, we'll meet again.
She says boys and girls, huh? Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind, but I don't know. Usually, I feel they don't. I feel like it's usually a one-word swap rather than like taking out multiple words, or in this case, 2 words, but.
Enemy servant. Is this really the energy signature of a servant?
Regardless, I've lost to that wicked magical energy signature.
I'm sorry, Master. I wanted to do something about her, but I couldn't.
We just have to bear with it for now, Mash. Just for now. Yeah, we'll get you back up to full strength soon!
I know, but well...
Now that I've calmed down, I have so many questions.
Why did she reveal herself to us?
Probably how she gets her kicks. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised, huh? Yeah, I heard that too. What was that scream?
This is very bad. I understand how angry you both must be on seeing Cloudy as Destructor, but I need you to both calm down. It seems things have taken a turn for the worse in that town. Make your way back to Patsy's house immediately, and mind your surroundings. Understood. Okay, Master, let's keep out of sight.
Please forgive me, O Light of the Tsar. Everyone in this town is a good upstanding Yaga who loves and worships the Tsar. Nobody here would ever think of defying him. I admit that my brother tried to join the rebel army, and you opportunity executed him for that. But that has nothing to do with me, and I don't know anything about any mage. Glory to the Tsar. Glory to the Tsar. As his servants, it's our job to crush the seeds of rebellion quickly, before they can take root. Therefore, we have confiscated your belongings and burned down your house. This is the fate for all who would oppose the emergency prerogative. You can't be serious? We will ask the questions. Where is the mage? I told you I don't know any mage. That is proof you do not fully understand the glory of the Tsar. Break him. Kill him.
What? But he's not lying! He hasn't met us!
No, please, I'm begging you.
Master.
Wait, I know someone. I know someone who defies the Tsar. His name is...
You little bitch.
Paxi?
Come to think of it, they did seem to be treating him a bit strangely.
There's something shady about him. And his father was killed for defying you guys. He's been real flush lately, too. He must be selling information to the rebel army. He's the one with the traitorous rebel army.
Hey, are you kidding me with this shit? Paxi.
Why do you have to show up now? Yeah, this is not ideal.
Who are you calling a traitor?
You. Everyone knows you're with the rebel army. Right, guys?
You bastard.
Then how do you explain that haul?
Huh?
All the town's hunting grounds are sealed off, but you managed to pay your taxes and still had food to spare. That's all the proof we need.
Aye.
Alright, I did my part. So long, Paxi.
You little piece of dog doo-doo.
You're a member of the rebel army. You stand in defiance of the Tsar. You lack respect for the Tsar. Those who turn their backs on the Tsar's glory will be tortured until they have confessed their sins, then executed. Do not resist.
No, yeah? Watch me.
I don't know if that's gonna do anything, buddy.
He shot him. Paxi just openly defied the Tsar.
Ah, shit.
Treasonous action confirmed. Normally, you'd be eliminated.
Normally?
Himph. See that? That's what happens when you go flying off the handle without thinking ahead. Still, I must commend him for his timing. This would be an excellent distraction. Now then, Ritsuka. I trust you know what to do next.
Yeah, help Paxi.
Head to the ley line while the Opportunity are preoccupied with that beast.
I'm ready, Master.
Let's go save. Yeah, fuck you, Godolph. We ain't leaving our boy.
Right.
Uh-huh. Why would you do that?
He helped us. It's time for us to help him.
I understand your confusion, Godolph, but this is simply how Chaldea, rules, as they say. I do hope you learn to accept it. Rest assured that endeavors like this are far from fruitless. They may be fraught with risk, but their returns more than make up for it. That's right. This is the ship we're all on. Besides, this will also help save his life. Alright, Ritsuka. Grab Paxi and get out of there. If you don't do something, he's gonna keep fighting the Opportunity until they kill him. I think so too. If it comes down to it, then no.
It's not gonna come down to that, Mash. Well, okay, without her power, how else are we gonna get him out of there? Treasonous action confirmed. Normally you'd be eliminated. At the moment, Captain Koyanskia is handling our actions, our protocol, and our pay. Uh-huh. We cannot carry out any executions without her approval. So instead we'll crush your limbs to neutralize you. Oh!
Paxi. Huh? What are you guys doing here? We're explain later. Please follow us. We know a surefire escape route.
Well, what's with her? She doesn't have any fur, just like Mistress Koyanskia. Is that the Khaldun everyone's been talking about?
What are you?
Rebels have no right to speak. Hold your tongue.
Damn it all. Let's go. There are too many of them.
You can't fight Paxi.
You think I don't know? Wait. You guys have fought the Upper Shiniki before, haven't you? Yes we have. So we know we know full well how quickly they move. Don't worry. I know we can get away.
Indeed. However, know that if you follow our suggestion, you'll no longer be able to return to this town. If that is acceptable to you, you'll have our full support in making your escape. How about it?
Why would that matter to him? You saw how the other creatures ratted on him. Now you there. You've been on the outs of this town for some time now, haven't you? Surely you can't possibly have any lingering attachments.
Well, there's his mother! You know, he does have his mother.
Even still,
Colluders spotted. The captain must hear of this at once, requesting authorization for execution.
Damn it. Alright, I'll come with you. Now hurry up and lead the way, Ritsuka. You don't want to get shot in the back, do you? Fofo?
You know, ideally not. I don't like it. You know, getting shot doesn't sound fun.
Good. You managed to escape the town. I'm glad to see no one was hurt.
We made it. Somehow.
Yes.
Senpai's plan to knock things over in the alley to slow their pursuit worked wonders.
Yeah, it was like something out of an old Japanese samurai movie. The kind where the hero escapes by periodically stopping to cut down one of the bad guys.
And of course, you see that kind of thing in the London slums all the time, too. Damn. The old French, British pot shot beef pot shot taking.
Good thing the Opportunity never tried to shoot you. You probably wouldn't have made it out otherwise. I don't know what happened,
but I guess there must have been some sort of mistake in the chain of command.
Indeed. We should all be grateful for this stroke of good luck. For now, I'm afraid you must keep moving. I've put up a beacon at your destination. Miss Kirielite, would you mind showing Paxi? Of course. Here, Paxi. I see. So it's a top-down map of a mountain? It's tough to tell what's what with all these bumps. Oh, I get it. It's showing the mountain's elevation changes. That's pretty nice. That red light is your destination. Once you arrive at the mountain path, I would like you to lead the way. A map can only tell you so much after all. As you are a local, we'll have to place our trust in your knowledge of the region. Naturally, I would like you to avoid any areas where demonic beasts are known to appear. And do remember that we are under pursuit. Yeah, I got it. Come on, Ritsuka, mash, let's get going. Although now that I think about it, I get the feeling you guys have been pulling my strings this whole time.
What? No? Whoa, who? Also, I just realized I don't have... Boom, that's better. Alright.
A lot of people really hate your guts, don't they?
No. Ha ha ha. That they do. Especially good, honest people like yourself. Hey, I'll have you know, the people of Uruk thought we were lovely. At least I think they thought that. I'm pretty sure. I hope. I hope they did. If not, that'd be a bit awkward. Nah, surely they did. What's there to not love about Chaldea? Assassins, eh?
I don't feel anyone staring daggers into my back anymore. Looks like we finally lost the opportunity. Damn it, why'd this have to happen to me? I'm so sorry. This is all our fault. We didn't know anything about this place, but we still had you take us to your house. Knock it off. Just forget about that. I wasn't thinking straight either. This is what I get for jumping at a chance to strike it rich without thinking it through. It's my fault as much as yours, so that makes us even. There's one thing I still don't get. Why didn't you use me as a decoy and run off when you had the chance?
We still haven't returned the favor you did us. Are all humans as stupid as you guys? Maybe.
Times like that, you're supposed to let the other guy take the fall. But you guys just couldn't keep your noses out of it, huh? I mean, it's not like me dying is gonna make any difference to your survival.
We'll see about that.
No, indeed. The beast man is exactly right. You're nothing but
a defective demi-servant and a useless third-rate master. That's why I told you to stay out of sight instead of getting into fights you can't win. And my body just moved on its own. Okay, Deku.
I don't get it. Why would you do that? And there was nothing in it for you. I only saved you people because I had something to gain from doing it. The Yaga way of life is simple. Only the strong get to eat. Oh, but surely the weak serve a purpose as well, by providing meat for the strong to consume. That is typically the law of the jungle, after all. Not for us. For us, the weak aren't even worth eating. Every Yaga knows that. Man, you mages really throw me off my game. I assure you most mages would make the same choice you would under the circumstances. The one there with you now is the odd woman out.
She's motivated primarily by her emotions, rather than what she stands to gain or lose.
God damn it.
I guess I'll just have to lay low in some other town until the opportunity forget about me. If they'd ever forget about you. But, yeah.
Hell, at this point, maybe I really will join the rebel army.
Honestly, that might be the best thing for you.
The rebel army, I remember hearing them mentioned before. I presume they are a group who takes issue with Ivan the Terrible's reign. That's right. Word has it they've been around in some form or another for the last 450 years. Sometimes it was nobles fighting. Sometimes it was normal folk who'd run out of food.
Alright, hang on.
But whoever it is, it almost always ends with the opportunity slaughtering them. Though nowadays, it sounds like they're still putting up a good fight. I also heard a strange rumor about them. Yeah, I remember now.
Is there a servant leading them?
They say their leader's the Lady Archer, who still looks like one of the old humans, before Ivan's reign began.
A Lady Archer? There's a lot of those.
Huh?
An archer class servant? Perhaps?
I don't much care for bows myself, though I guess they can work decently against some of the larger demonic beasts. If she really is a servant, we definitely need to meet her and see if she can help us. At the very least, she's already fighting Ivan the Terrible, so it's safe to assume that our goals are already closely aligned. And if she's a rogue servant, so much the better. Servants can't reach their full potential without a master, after all. If you tempt her with a contract, she might even offer to join us of her own accord. Maybe. It could happen. So there's been a servant summoned here, but it would not seem to be a counter. It would not seem to be a counter reaction on the part of the Holy Grail. Perhaps a servant was summoned in consequence of our arrival, with the proper human history spirit origin graph. Or perhaps she's the last bit of resistance this land no human history itself had to offer. Holmes, something on your mind? Of course. There's never a moment when my mind is not occupied. And in order for us to truly be able to act here, we must ensure the servant summoning is successful. You should be seeing an area well suited to summoning about now. The cave, to be precise. I see it. It's hard to see in this blizzard, but I think I can get the cave now. I also hear thunder overhead. I understand it's statistically very unlikely, but I am a bit concerned about us getting struck by lightning. Well, we'll be fine as long as we're not wearing any copper. Or really any metal, but especially copper. You know, we'll be alright. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you made it there in time. That thunder is the mark of some extremely precious energy, after all. Okay, Rizuka. It's time to fly that kite. Go on, help her, Mash. Now that I think about it, how is the lightning in negative 100 degrees? Magic. Honestly, that's probably the only, you know, possibility is just magic. Well, I mean, I don't think lightning in winter is impossible. Alright. Leave the flying to me, Master. By the way, Da Vinci, it is safe to fly a kite in a storm like this, right? You're sure I'm not going to be electrocuted or anything, right? Oh. That is not a reassuring response. This is why you really shouldn't work on such short notice. It's way too easy to forget about little details like that. What do you mean, little detail? I think us getting hit by lightning is a big detail. But never mind that now. Get that kite up in the air, chop chop. Hold up a minute. Wait. Look, Benjamin Franklin did an experiment very similar to this, and he came out of it just fine. What about his assistant who was actually holding the kite? Do we know what happened to him? Well, some of the people who tried to replicate his results weren't so lucky, but you can't do science without breaking a few eggs?
What sort of monstrous servants are you?
I've never seen such a hostile working environment.
Wait, that's it?
I've just had a flash of inspiration.
Ritsuga, use your head.
What? If there's a dangerous job to be done, delegate it to someone else. Say that Yaga there with you. Perhaps his kind don't mind being zapped with lightning. Are you nuts? I wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Lightning's one of the Tsar's most powerful weapons. It'd fry me like a piece of Critchet's bacon.
Gah. How dare you question my intelligence, Beastman? Think. You've already revolted against that Tsar of yours, haven't you? There's no turning tail on that and running away now. You need to face reality.
Reality? That's rich coming from a furless bunch of pink-skinned humans from some fairy tale paradise. It would seem that the lightning here is strong enough to discourage even young Paxi. Alas, we have no alternative. Miss Curiolite.
Please connect the wire to the Spirit Origin briefcase. Once that's done, I want you to run as fast as you can while holding the kite horizontally.
Understood.
I'll make sure the kite gets airborne. Mash? Well, is this how she's gonna get her strength back? She's gonna get hit by lightning while holding the spirit graph, and that will, like, supercharge her? Is that what's gonna happen? It's gonna go through the kite string into the spirit origin graph and into her while she's holding it? And she'll get, like, back to full strength?
Here goes.
Oh boy.
The kite's reached the center of the thunderclouds. Activating conversion spell. Now. Way to go, Mash. Good. Continue to keep an eye on the kite, Miss Curiolite. Miss Ritsuka, remain on standby near the Spirit Origin briefcase. It is crucial for the summon that you be there. This is a forced summon. Once one of the heroic spirits you've bonded with has been summoned, they'll convert the lightning into magical energy and use it to form a Spirit Origin. But that alone will not keep them here for very long. If a servant summoned via human magecraft is to remain in this world, they need an attractor, a master that can serve as their anchor. Your job is to converse with the servant that appears, and form a contract with them immediately.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
Now, what's all this about? Man, that thing's really up there.
Is Paxi gonna... Wait a second.
I swear, I have no idea what these humans are thinking.
Don't worry about it.
Hold it, Holmes. Just because this isn't the Russia we know doesn't mean we can let some commoner witness magecraft being performed. Can't you get that wolfman to go off somewhere else? Surely you don't want to ruin his life by showing him things he's better off not knowing.
I suppose you do have a point. Very well then, I'll speak with him. Paxi, I'm terribly sorry to ask this of you, but we are about to perform a highly secret ritual here. Would you mind waiting outside the cave until it is complete? Again, I do apologize. No, wait, what?
Poor Paxi. No. This is gonna bite us in the ass, isn't it? We're gonna regret this, aren't we?
So I'm not good enough to see their secret little ritual, huh? Damn it, they wouldn't even be here now if I hadn't shown them the way. What do I care about rituals? I can smell them. So they're over here, huh?
Most Yaga go their whole lives without even hearing about mages, let alone meeting one. I know that mages worked with Ivan the Terrible to perform the spell that combined humans and demonic beasts, The one that created us, the Yaga. And I know that if they hadn't turned us into Yaga, we'd probably never have survived the Great Cold Wave. They say that mages are still at work, trying all sorts of spells in the hopes that one of them can save the world. Of course, they also say that all the mages were killed when they got on Ivan the Terrible's bad side. All the rumors are so vague as to be damn near worthless. I know that mages exist, but I have no idea what they actually do. I figured that being a mage and all, they'd have so much magical energy that even a Yaga like me could sense it. But as far as I can tell, that Ritsuka girl isn't anything special. If she were a Yaga, she'd have been too weak to survive more than a day after being born. I have no idea why the Opportunity would care about her or any of them. Still, I can't help but think, maybe she really will end up saving this world. Which is why I can't stand them keeping this ritual thing a secret from me. Not after they've gone and gotten my hopes up like that. I can sense those two humans now, along with a ton of magical energy. Alright then, let's see what this secret ritual is all about. What is that? Something's gonna happen with Paxi. It was an intricately designed symbol of magecraft, one meant to make miracles possible.
Everything's in place, Master. The Spirit Origin briefcase now has enough charge for a single summon.
The girl extended her right hand and called out loud and clear. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear. I embody all that is good in the world. I shall defeat all that is evil in the world. Seventh heaven clad in the 3 words of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. Who's it gonna be?
What?
Those words bring about genuine miracles. They are an incantation spun in search of bravery and wisdom, all in the service of overcoming any difficulties that may stand in the way. The Fate System, a secret ritual for summoning heroic spirits. Was that still Paxi's thoughts? So he knows about the... Huh. Well, okay. I don't know why I wasn't expecting him. I couldn't tell you why. I just assumed since he was a general pool 3-star that he wouldn't. Okay. My name is Avice. I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Avice. My name is Avice Bron. I am a caster. I come in response to your summon. It would seem, though, that the circumstances are somewhat unusual. And you over there, are you an enemy? Ah!
Paxi!
I thought this might happen.
You saw the secret summoning ritual? Cursed fool of a beast. How dare you trample all over my kindness? Ritsuka!
No.
Order that servant of yours to dispose of the witness.
Ha ha ha. Now, calm yourself, Gordolf. Surely there is no need in a world with no Mages Association. For that matter, even if someone were to see the summoning ritual, I doubt there's anyone in this Russia who could decipher it.
You sure about that? You positive?
Besides, I believe Paxi understanding our power would in fact be to our benefit. That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Hey you, are you human? I am not. I'm a servant, one who long ago made his mark on history. Thanks to my accomplishments, I ascended to the throne as a heroic spirit. Now I serve this woman, for she is my master. Heroic spirit? Then does that mean you're like Ivan the Terrible? Oh, so our enemy is Ivan the Terrible, eh? That's going to be difficult. Yeah. Looks like we got an intellectual sort. As a result of my summoning, I know all the information my master possesses. That said, it seems there are still many things we have yet to learn about this strange land. Now then, where to begin? Before we discuss matters further, why don't I show you what I'm capable of? Oh? Oh? Demonic beasts. Damn it, I didn't even notice them following me here. A word of warning before I fight.
My body is frail and weak. I may be the least useful out of all the classes in the sense that I cannot do anything by myself. But I'm also a miracle worker. So to begin, I would like to show you what manner of miracles I'm capable of performing. You know, now that I think about it, I've had him, like, literally since I started playing. I think I got him on my like, second friend point summon. Or first, maybe. I don't think I've ever used him. I'm pretty sure I've literally never put him in my party a single time. So this should be interesting.
Now, let us do battle.
So this should be new. Oh. He doesn't have normal feet. That's rough, buddy. Sure. What's this do? Gain a status that applies the following effects to all allies when defeated. Apply. Okay, well, we don't have allies. That's kind of useless. Okay. Boom. 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 I guess. Alright, what you working with? What you got? What you got in your bag? Oh.
武器を振るえば悪魔は去れり義は己が血を正常へと導かんルーア派を抱きし汝の名はアダムなり削り取れ
Okay, his moveset is kinda sick. Not gonna lie. I kinda dig it.
削り取れ 石の巨人よ暴力を前へ戦闘は増えてではあるしかしそれを補う手をきちんと揃えているのが魔術師というものだ
That was incredible. Those stones, they just flattened those crit shot like it was nothing.
These are my golems.
I'm too weak to fight myself, so my only option is to have them do so on my behalf.
So we summoned you and you summoned golems, okay.
Now Master, we can talk more later. First, I'm going to make this cave into my workshop. That should strengthen our ability to summon, which will in turn allow you to make use of your Spirit Origin Graph. That way you may call upon the shadows of the servants, registered within that briefcase whenever you like. You will, of course, only be able to do so in combat, as this power is sadly quite limited in its scope. Now then, I think I shall rest until the workshop is I shall rest until the workshop is complete.
You gonna go guard the entrance?
Master Itsuka, Mash Kirillite. And Paxi the Yaga, was it? Allow me to introduce myself again. My true name is Vikibron. As you can see, I'm a caster, just a humble maker of golems. But given the circumstances, it would nonetheless seem that I am just a servant for the job. So you weren't part of the Spirit Origin Graph? Miss Ritsuka has never met you before, eh? Then it must have been the land itself crying out for help that brought you here, rather than a bond with her. It would seem that the existing heroic spirits cannot easily materialize in this world. Nope. Just one more thing that sets this place apart from a singularity. I guess this is what the Magecraft theory was talking about. But that can wait. For now, I'm just glad we have a new ally, and one who seems likely to be very helpful at that. Vikibron, given your particular expertise, do you think you might be able to repair the Shadow Border's armor? Let me see the data. By all means, go on, give it to me straight. We'll first need to find the right materials. I should be able to craft a suitable armor plate as long as we have quality ore, imbued with magical energy. Ordinarily, such ore is only traded among mages, but I believe we should be able to find some here. Good answer. Just what I'd expected to hear from the forefather of all golems. Mind if I leave him in charge of fixing the Shadow Border's armor, Holmes? Not at all. That would certainly be a great help. Now then, Miss Ritsuka, Miss Kirillite, Patsy. I believe we should decide on the next course of action. Assuming that's alright with you, Gordolf.
Of course. I will have the final say, yes?
Naturally. Da Vinci, I would ask you to continue learning everything you can regarding the materials. For the other matter we discussed, that is. Okay, I'm on it. Right. In brief, I believe our next move should be to rendezvous with this rebel army. We now know that its leader is a servant.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, probably. Very high likelihood, yes. Is it a guarantee?
Moreover, there's a strong chance they'll elect to join us, given that they oppose Ivan the Terrible.
But we don't know where this rebel army is. Paxi?
I believe Paxi can be of assistance there. You do know where they are, don't you? Not exactly, but I do know of a few villages that are rumored to have ties to them. Word has it they provide them with food, hide them from the Opportunity, that sort of thing. Then that is where we will go. I trust that's alright with you, Director.
A village where rebels gather. I don't much care for the notion, but then again, I won't have to be the one going there anyway. Very well then, be off with you, Itsuka. I await good news and a much overdue supply of food. The Shadow Border's reserves are nearly empty, and the state of one's belly has a direct effect on morale. I'm sure you're well aware of this, but the Border's staff are mentally exhausted as well. They've been battling hunger, the cold, and cabin fever for some time now. At least you've been able to walk around outside.
Alright, I almost forgot about that little problem. But are we sure we can even eat Critchat meat? It'll be fine.
We had better be able to eat it. Forget the roast beef now. I'd be happy with a side of bacon. The music family has been practicing alchemy for generations. Even if the meat does contain toxins, rest assured that I can make it edible.
Okay, he's being useful for once. Now he's had okay, that's not fair. He's had moments where he's been useful, kind of, or at least had a good suggestion or a bit of insight. Just a couple, but you know.
I've been stranded and alone in snowy mountains countless times before, so I've invented my own spells to turn bad meat good.
Oh, damn.
I can even transform spoiled meat into sirloin. Why else do you think I'm known as Music the Phoenix?
Wow, what a useless...
Okay, see, her saying are totally useful is just her covering up the useless bit. But I legitimately think it is useful. Am I crazy? I feel like Da Vinci's being kind of short-sighted here. Like, especially in a survival scenario like right now. Like, the fact that she has the gall to call it useless is kind of... I don't know.
Wow, what a useless, totally useful spell. It's definitely a narrow niche, but it's just the one we need right now.
I'll do my best. Indeed. I don't want your best, I want results. My future is resting on your shoulders, after all.
Yes, sir.
Now you're buckling under the pressure?
What do you want from us, man? He can't make up his damn mind.
Shaking my head.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, update on some polls I did. Off screen, I was able to do 2 more 10 polls for Melusine. Didn't get her. I did get 2 more copies of Barguest though, so she's NP3 now, so that's good. I guess. The Ghoul Master. And as I say that, this just had to tease me. Whoops, NP6 Melu. Good for you, Julie. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Shaking my head. Yeah, okay, I'll use a Vichebron, or a Vikebron. Oh, here we go. I can finally use my servants, okay. Now, let me adjust some things. Remove that, don't need these. Honestly, I'll keep the party as is. Maybe move Tonalico up front. And give me this. Actually, let's swap these around. Boom, that's better. Alright.
Let's go.
Section 3, Lost Belt, Ghoul Master.
The incoming Gouda Gouda event's probably gonna have the Gouda Gouda exclusive 3 stars on rate up. You told me before. Who's the Gouda Gouda 3 stars? I know you've mentioned it before, but I can't remember who they were. Izo and Mori. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't think I'll have the quartz for it.
Very well then. Let us be on our way, master. I have sealed off and hidden this workshop with boulders. It shall be a secret hideout. It's very well hidden. I can't see it at all anymore. But how are we going to find it again ourselves?
Don't worry, I'm sure he knows. Yeah.
Not to worry. I've set a golem to sense when we draw near and guide us in.
Wow, let's hear it for golems! Yay!
It's nothing special for a golem keeper like me. Although as a mage, I am merely second-rate.
I mean, golem's still pretty helpful. So I mean...
Now then, let us head for one of the villages said to be aiding the rebel army. If I may, do be as quick about this as you can. I know. Anyway, we'll have to pass through another village to get to the one we want. Make sure you stay out of trouble there. It's mostly neutral, but it does lean pro-Ivan.
Oh, that's not good. We just have to be very kind and respectful and, you know, not draw attention to ourselves. Should be easy enough, right?
Alright, let's get in and get out quickly, before anyone notices how much you guys stand out.
Oh boy.
Hold it. What do you want?
You gotta pay the toll. If you mean to use our village as a shortcut, it's only fair.
That's ridiculous. I'm not paying that.
You have to join the rebel army, right? You can pay the toll, or I can capture and report you. Either way, it's no fur off my snout.
Regrettably, we don't have a single ruble to our name at the moment. And I don't wish to cause you injury if I can help it. However, if we cannot settle this peacefully... well, master, what would you have us do?
Let's try to persuade them.
Yeah, persuade them, huh? I don't know. Tell me, are your labor needs being sufficiently met?
Oh?
Take a look around. What do you think?
Then allow me to present you with this.
Ah, what is that?
A moving statue of sorts, powered by magecraft. It's not the most nimble thing, but it can quite capably handle any hard labor you wish to throw at it.
And you're just giving it to us? For free?
You said pay the toll. Here you go.
Of course not. In exchange, you'll pretend you never saw us, and let us be on our way. That way we can reach our destination unimpeded, and all of you will gain an endless source of free labor. So do we have a deal?
I think you have a deal. They'd be dumb if they didn't take the deal.
My, that certainly took a while.
I see that village is incapable of picking a side.
I am surprised you could tell, human. Yeah, that's right. That village is full of Yaga who can't make up their minds. What do you mean?
They continue to support Ivan the Terrible, while also making deals that obviously help the rebel army. Places like that are inevitably seen as enemies by both sides. They end up destroyed when one invades.
Still, Given their location, it is likely they are left with no other choice. They are situated far from the capital, and close to the rebel army after all.
True.
Can we truly blame them for living their lives the best way they can, with the meager options available to them?
Oomph. The trick to living a life with one foot in two camps is to throw away all you hold dear, and compromise every step of the way. Well, you may never enjoy a better tomorrow. At least you have the solace of knowing yesterday wasn't too bad. If you cannot do that, but instead constantly flit back and forth, you doom yourself to destruction. I saw it happen to my own family back when the political infighting grew especially fierce. Uh-oh. Just thinking about it's making me nauseous.
Damn, you've had it rough, huh? Please try to calm down.
I don't know too much about it myself, but I've heard that for a mage there are few things worse than having their family fall to ruin.
You hit the nail on the head. That village is splitting back and forth. And they're scrambling around, trying to make ends meet and getting nowhere fast.
All that aside, that village seemed very different from the town where you lived, Paxi. It almost felt like something out of the Middle Ages.
True. Yaga Smolek's buildings did appear to be a bit more modern. And that's because they were made back in human times.
Then those buildings are all over 400 years old?
That's right. They've been patched up over the years, but no one knows how to build like that anymore. The best we can do now is fill in any holes that show up. If we ever had a major earthquake, everything would probably come tumbling down like a house of cards.
Much as I'd be interested to learn more about the Yaga civilization, I believe we should set that aside for the moment. Right now, most pressing concern is finding a way to make contact with the rebel army. You're right, Avikabron. Let's see. What if we start casually dropping words like servant, master, and singularity when we talk to other Yaga? I don't think that's the best idea. I've always wanted to be a secret agent. Right? Unfortunately, I don't believe it'll be that easy. The rank-and-file soldiers have most likely never heard of those things. Probably. We must also not forget that there are servants on the enemy's side as well as our own. Merely revealing ourselves as master and servant may not be enough to convince the rebels of our intentions. Quite right. As such, we should keep things simple, and merely do what we can to demonstrate our desire to join. Tell me, Paxi, do you have any interest in joining the rebel army?
Ivan the Terrible's been ruling this land with his opportunity for 450 years now. He's the great Tsar. He's freaking immortal. We've been living in fear of his regime all our lives, but if my only choice is now to curl up and die, or to go down fighting, I'll choose the latter, proudly.
I see. Personally, I would have been satisfied if you were merely willing to pretend to join them, but this should suffice just as well.
Hey, you're the guys who got me mixed up in all this and how bad. Sorry.
You have me there.
Are you sure about this, Paxi? You really don't have to.
Yeah, I'm sure. You guys are strong, and there's one of these servant people in the rebel army too, right? So you might just have a fighting chance against the Tsar.
Yeah, totally. I suppose the right thing to do here would be to honor your wishes.
How much longer are you going to drag this interminable conversation out? If he wants to do it, let him do it. We need to hurry and repair the Shadow Border. The Opportunity could be looking for us even as we speak.
In that case, why don't we let Paxi go into the village first, and meet back up with him later?
Sounds great to me. Don't worry, I'll make sure to introduce you guys. And after all, you're all I've got to hang my hat on. Okay, just sit tight.
I don't have a good feeling about this. I feel like in the pseudo-singularities, anyone we got close to ended up killed. Well, no, I guess not. I guess in Shimausa, I was scared the kids would get killed, but they didn't. So I guess not in every pseudo-singularity, but... Still...
Is something bothering you, Master? Do you regret involving Paxi in this ordeal?
I do want to respect his wishes, but...
There's nothing more you can do now. Sometimes we decide our own fate, and sometimes others decide it for us. Now we must be patient. Rome was not built in a day, correct? This is true for golems as well.
Oh, really?
You sure seem to have been throwing them together by the score in, like, seconds. That you got a point there.
That is simply the nature of my magecraft. And trust me, I did not reach this point in a day.
True. True. Had to build up your skills.
It's starting to get dark. What should we do?
It must be okay to enter the village now, right?
Wait. Someone's coming.
Paxi? Not Paxi? May I ask who you are?
You're the ones Paxi was talking about.
That's us.
Can you take your hoods off so I can see your faces?
Okay.
I'll be damned. Guess he was telling the truth. Indeed he was. Incidentally, I'll tell you now that I have no intention of removing my mask.
Now, may we ask you something? We have proven to you that we're not Yaga. So why are your comrades still training their firearms on us?
Easy. There's been some rumors going around lately, you see. And they say that Ivan the Terrible is working with a human mage now. One with a human-bodied servant in tow.
Yeah, that, you know, that's not wrong. And I can see why you would, Damn. Yeah, no, that's, just unfortunate coinkydink, right? That's all it is, right? You I'm sure you understand, right? I'm sure you... No?
Sorry, pal. But you're not getting any mercy from us. Well, Master, what would you have us do?
Please don't kill them.
If that is your command, then that is what I shall do. Is that your wish as well, Mash?
Yes. They're just trying to protect themselves, so...
I see. Then I shall instruct my golems not to kill.
Thank you.
Now let me show you the most well-kept secret among the golems I command.
Oh?
My fair Yaga, will I pledge to do my utmost to restrain myself?
I'm afraid I cannot be held responsible should one of my golems strike you in a particularly vulnerable place.
Say your prayers.
What do you mean particularly vulnerable? What, that, like their balls? Monka? Alright, we'll just, nuclear strike. I still can't believe it took me like 600, what was it, 620 the Saint Courts to get Tonolico. I'm still pissed about that. Like, bro. All the courts we got from the... It still makes me mad thinking about it. But, nah. What can you do, I guess? Nice musket there, buddy. I think the worst part about that too is I only got 3 4 stars during all of that too. 2 copies of Chiron and 1 Zenobia. Like, if I had gotten a couple other 4 stars during that, I would have been a little bit happier. But no. Why did I not use the Noble Fantastic? Okay. It's fine. Let's see, what's his overcharge do? NP gain for allies. I mean, her overcharge isn't even applicable here anyway, so may as well do this, I guess. Although again, it's hard to complain about that when, relatively speaking, I've had insanely good luck. So, like, otherwise, so I mean, can't complain, I guess. Even though I already did. I already did complain, but Alright, do it again. That should have finished them, indeed. Indeedly. I've been thinking about who, once the Melusine banner is gone, what banner I want to go for next. I'm thinking about waiting till the New Year's banners are up and go for the Tiamat, because Tiamat's going to be on one of the New Year's banners, so I'm like, Tiamat could be a good choice. I do want Tiamat, or I could wait till January for the Ushi Gozen banner. Let's bring the overpowered Morgan, I guess. Oh, there's the servant. Stop. Yeah. Yeah, there's isn't there banners like? I'm pretty sure because yeah, there's the what Destiny banner or whatever it's called at New Year's, and then there's the regular ones.
Hello there. I take it you're the leader?
You know, she is she is an archer. Okay. I mean, technically, I mean, she's a berserker, but she's also technically an archer. So I mean, that makes sense. I guess. Not quite what I was. Actually, I didn't even know who to expect. So I guess, you know, this yeah, okay, fair enough.
I am, and now I've seen your power for myself. You say you're here to join the rebel army?
Yeah, that's right.
I see, but I cannot trust you. You all look like humans. In this world, there are only two kinds of people who look like humans. Mages and servants. And that means you're our enemy.
What? Okay. Again, you're not quite. Yes, we are mages and servants, but you know, we're not with them. When did you transform?
Huh? Please, I promise you we're... Are you with the Tsar, or are you not? The answer to that lies in whether you're merciful as well as strong.
Okay, and all your men are alive, right? We already did that. We already. And so I shall make you a grossly unfair proposal. Fight us without killing us, even as we do our best to kill you.
I see.
Well, that is certainly as unfair as you say.
If you have strength enough to kill us all, then you're no spy.
There'd be no point in spying on us if you could simply kill us at your leisure, after all. But if you're strong enough to kill us and choose to spare our lives, that would prove you're merciful, and that is a kindness only humans possess. That is my offer. You may take it or leave it. I mean, we kind of have to take it. Don't have much choice there.
Well, Master, now what would you have us do? I will abide by whatever you decide.
I mean, again, we don't have any choice, so... We're going to fight and we're going to win without killing them. Mm-hmm.
As you wish. This will certainly be difficult, but not impossible. Very well then. Let us show her exactly why we were chosen as heroic spirits.
Ah. Well, surely this will go well. I don't see how it could possibly go poorly. You poor rebel soldiers. Sorry that we have to beat up on you. Your silly Billy of a leader is rather ruthless, forcing you into this situation. But it can't be helped. If you wish to blame someone, blame her. We had nothing to do with this. Not a darn thing. Alright. Good boy, you silly rebels.
Rebel scum.
輝ける未来を示しましょう。約束された勝利の剣、あまたの希望は今一つに。
And boom.
Alright, Adelante, bring it on. Come on. No. I'm surprised that neither Ritsuka or Mash recognized her. Although I guess to be fair, out of all of the alters, she does look a good bit different than her normal self, I guess. I suppose.
ほんの少し工夫を。さて、どこから潰したものか。世の力を見よ、堕落するがいい。
Kind of.
欲望が回っている。
Alright, apply row and tray, boom boom.
展開しましょう。
Mm,
それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。
this honestly, this turn should break her break bar. I can't really see a world where it doesn't. Yeah, with overcharge and roam. Yeah, no, this should.
天に届かんとするもの。その願いに応えてやる。
This should do her in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. That's the good right there. Do you yield?
敵味方問
Yeah.
わず
Okay. That's what I
傷の
thought.
手当てを。生きていれば違う運命も巡
Your
ってきます。
minions did more to us than you did. Weakling. Weakling.
Can you go on?
I don't think so.
No, I'm sorry, I can't move anymore. I believe you should be alright after a few days' rest. And it would seem we've been thoroughly defeated. Very well, we surrender. If you truly had been sent by Ivan the Terrible, we would clearly have no chance of victory. But fortunately, it seems you're not with him after all.
Say your name wouldn't happen. Okay, here we go.
Do excuse me. My name is Adelante. I wield the power of the demonic beast known as the Caledonian Boar.
I see. So you're an Ulta.
Essentially. But it's not so bad as you might think. I'm guessing my spirit origin always had an affinity for this demonic beast. This made it easy to convince the Yaga that I was on their side. Boss.
Adelante, do you not remember us?
No, it's a different Adelante Mash.
No, I do not. The first thing I remember is finding myself in this land. I believe it was the death throes of this very world that called me here. The real Russia, the one from our world, has been overwritten by a Russia from a different history. It's been 3 months since I was summoned, which is as far back as my memories go. In fact, there's something I'd like to ask you as well.
Oh, what is it?
Am I doing the right thing? Am I behaving the way a heroic spirit should?
That is hard to answer. I'm afraid I'm not at all familiar with the no doubt myriad extenuating circumstances surrounding this particular conflict. What I can say with confidence is that compared to Russia as we know it, Ivan the Terrible seems to be a most tyrannical leader indeed. And as such, I believe that in standing up to him, you are doing exactly what a heroic spirit should.
Right, good point. I pray that you're right. Anyway, let's return to our stronghold. You can all treat your wounds there. You three can come too. I'll show you the way.
Where's Paxi? Where's that boy?
Paxi, that Yaga. I had him restrained for the time being. So he really is with you?
Yeah? Free our boy!
Very well. We'll bring him along too.
I hope Paxie's alright.
He's fine, probably.
I thought I was gonna die.
Snap out of it, Paxi! You're okay now. You're alive.
Luck is on your side today, Yaga. Hey, I'm alive. Looks like you guys are okay too.
Man, that was too close for comfort.
Alright, we're off to the stronghold. Stay alert for shadows and familiars. Not to worry. I'll have one of my drone golems to keep watch. Good. Now get on your bike horns and we'll be on our way.
Wait, you're straight up using bike horns as mounts? Damn.
I'll ride on one of my golems. Would you and Mash like to do the same?
Hell yes!
I don't suppose I could ride on one too, could I? By all means. It's no more trouble to make 3 than it is to make 2.
Alright, that went well. You know, just had to knock a few heads together. All's well that ends well, as they say. It's raining. I mean, it could have gone worse. Alright, hang on. There was... you. Okay, I need 5 more. Then I can get her maxed out. Rebels. I'm trying to decide if I should stop there. Because I have to be done by 2. So about an hour. I'll do the first node and we'll see after that if I have time for the second one. We'll see. Yeah, sure, I'll use her. I have my own copy, but my copy doesn't have the skills of Noble Phantasm leveled up that high. So, yeah, we'll go with her. Let me bring Gorg into the front. She's closest to her next bond level up than Tonalico is. Yeah. By quite a bit, so...
Sarumo, how are things in the village? Not good, I'm afraid. They've always been treated very badly there, thanks to their connections to us. We've done what we can to help each other out till now, but now things are getting worse. On top of that, the Opportunity have been even more violent lately. Rumor has it they've even burned some other village to the ground after there was a revolt there. The people there had no choice but to give up on that place and move on. Well, I can't blame them for that. That village only ever existed to serve as a decoy. Still leaving him. A bold decision. I wouldn't be surprised if 30, even 20% of them survive the journey. Maybe not, but 20% surviving is still better than all of them getting massacred by the Opportunity. Hey. How do you guys sleep at night? Huh? Don't you feel the least bit guilty about these villagers giving up their lives for you guys? Uh-huh. You're from one of those villages too, huh? Don't worry, so am I. Answer the damn question.
Sure, we feel bad about it. But what are we supposed to do? We're fighting a war against Ivan the Terrible here.
Yeah.
The immortal Tsar who's been alive for the last 450 years. Who knows how many villages have been sacrificed over the years? Or how many innocent Yaga, children included, have lost their lives? But what other choice do we have? I know we're all gonna go to hell for this. And once we get there, Vi's gonna look at us with those mystic eyes and see every awful thing we've ever done. But before that happens, I want to defeat Ivan the Terrible once and for all, so that my kid can at least grow up in a world without him. And now that the boss, Lady Adelante, has joined us, that's the best chance we might ever have to make that happen. We're gonna spark a revolution right here in Russia.
Revolution's all well and good, but I believe we will need to do something about these demonic beasts first. Shh. Looks that way. All hands, ready your weapons. Alright, Master of Chaldea, caster servant. Let's see what you're really capable of.
Surely you're not going to let demonic beasts like this get the better of you. Of goddamn course not.
Of course not. Master, I await your orders.
He's so cool. Snapping his fingers. Summoning his golems. Oh god. Hey, speaking of it raining currently, yesterday was bad. It rained from 7 a.m. to about 3:30 p.m. So it rained for like 8 hours straight. It was awful yesterday. Or from 7 to 1500. It was goddamn awful.
Yes.
God, the Gorgon audio, man.
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever get used to her audio being like that. Oh, someone's like, I got blow my nose. Much like crit chat, Resurshot is a verb. It means to destroy. These little crab fellows destroy? Nah, they wouldn't. They're too cute. Okay.
Yes.
Well, why the raised eyebrow? Right. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me calling the crabs cute. Have you seen Adelante Ultra's extra attack? I think so, because I used her a little bit when I got her. Maybe not though. I actually don't know. I don't remember.
Yes.
Maybe? Oh man. The rain is really picking up. It is loud as hell. Hang on, I'm gonna get rid of my noise gate really quick so you guys can hear the rain, maybe. Get rid of the noise suppression too. That it's supposed to rain tomorrow and Friday as well. It was actually not supposed to rain today. So that's not a good sign. Well, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Probably. Maybe. What am I doing? I have Noble Phantasms on deck. Actually, I'll save them for the last fight. Or I could use... Yeah, sure. We'll do this. But yeah, no, it was so bad yesterday. My internet went down. Well, it didn't go down fully, but it like dropped to like pretty much unusable. Like couldn't even load a basic like web search for like. It wasn't like a prolonged thing, but it was like a few minutes at a time here and there where it just would not load because of how bad it was. One of the many disadvantages of having satellite internet rather than cable or fiber. It was horrid. Speaking of, hopefully that doesn't happen now. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's actually a non-zero chance that happens now. Which wouldn't be ideal. Alright. That did less than okay, she must okay, she's the AoE. I never looked, but I guess she has to. Oh well, bye. I was about to click on her and check, but yeah, no, if a level 4 Noble Phantasm only did 54k, it had to have been AoE. Alright, that's usually. Creamhild, you gotta chill, lady. You. These women berserkers are. They're cray cray with their voice lines, if you can call them voice lines. And Yalter is single. Really? Damn. Well, I get okay. Well, she also applied curse, right, with her attack. So I guess that's supposed to kind of make up for it. I guess. All right, that was on. Okay, that was barely even 10 minutes for that. Okay, yeah, we should have time to do the second node for this easily. I was afraid there'd be a bunch of talking in these, but no, it's very straightforward. Luckily. Curse of 100 HP for 5 turn. Yeah, she applied something else too, I'm pretty sure. Okay, she's... Alright, let me go back. Do it like... Wait. Okay, it won't let me click and hold to bring... Okay, I give him... Fine. I'll do it in the fight. He's so rude.
Hey, I finished skinning them. Well done, Paxi. You can let the pack golems carry them now. By the way, Alante, there's something I wish to ask you. What is it? If there are any demonic beast materials that the rebels on my stronghold, I was hoping you could let us have them. Of course we have a fair amount stocked up. I'll consider rewarding you with them, depending on how well you work. Okay, we're almost at the hidden tunnel. We still need to pass through it before we arrive at our stronghold, so I'm afraid you'll need to bear with us a little longer. What about the cold? I'm a servant in their Yaga, so we have no issue handling it, but the same cannot be true of you.
Oh, we're okay. Master has a mystic code designed for extremely cold environments.
Good.
Thanks for your concern.
It's not that.
I just found it strange that you could endure it, as no ordinary humans can survive this cold. Yeah, well, we built different.
When you get right down to it, I'm sure I am but one rather
Atypical aspect of Vedalante, manifesting as a servant.
I'm afraid I do not have much in the way of common sense. Anyway, the tunnel is crawling with demonic beasts, but they're weak, hiding there for shelter. We can simply cut our way through them without issue.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Master.
We seem to be out of the border's comms range. Oh, that's not good.
Comms? Is that a method of using magecraft to see things that are far away? The tunnel must be affecting it. These comms of yours should be fixed once we get out. Just forget about them in the meantime.
Okay, I'll trust you don't attack us. That'd be real unfortunate. Which, I mean, obviously she won't, because we could pick her, but, you know.
On a different subject, we've seen a lot of demonic beasts, but I'm surprised we haven't seen any normal animals yet.
Normal animals? Those all went extinct ages ago.
Extinct?
That certainly makes sense if you think about it. There are simply no ordinary animals that could survive such a harsh environment. Add an overwhelmingly dominant species to the mix, and it's a little wonder the other animals went extinct. I've heard there used to be much smaller animals centuries ago. They were called cats and dogs, I think. Cats?
Perhaps that has something to do with this form I've been summoned in, but my memories of cats and dogs are all hazy. Well, look at your ears.
Foe. You're alright, you're alright, Foe.
Boss, I can smell blood. Something's eating a demonic beast. And whatever it is, it's really big.
This is bad. Oh, what is it?
All non-servants, stay back. That's the scent of a demon boar. Shh. It seems we can ill afford to linger here. We must kill it quickly. Is that clear?
Got it. Go, Avikabron.
Good. This will be another chance to show me what you are capable of, Ritsuka.
Ma'am, yes ma'am. At least I'll show you what our boy Avike can do. I don't know if we'll do much, but we'll try not to disappoint you, I suppose. That's all we can do, is try. Yeah, Adlante's wimpy. Like, I know that was a quick card, but that was still pretty weak. My girl is, on the struggle bus, I guess.
酒を持て
Yeah, that's not that's that's kind of pathetic.
金を持て
She's got to be like the weakest berserker, right? Like that's pretty bad. Let me see here, 9,800. That's got to be pretty close to the weakest. Okay, yeah, she also does the Noble Phantasm Seal along with Curse. Yeah. Interesting. A berserker with independent action A. Fascinating. Let's do...
酒を持
Let's
て
build up our sea stars. Oh yeah, clean 40. And carried over from Archer. Yeah, probably.
金
Would
を
make
持て
sense.
酒を持て毒にはいらん毒にはいらん
Because, yeah, I guess if she's an alter, you could argue that rather than being a separate origin, it's just her normal origin being twisted. Or her core being twisted. So she's a berserker, but like... I don't know. Still has the...
よしああ酒を持て
yeah, abilities of... I don't know. I'm just... just spitballing.
よし金を持て毒にはいらん
Oh, that's a big boy. I didn't think we'd fight one of these. I thought it'd be a turn 3 of more small ones, but no, I guess it would be a big one, huh? I suppose there would be. Do this. Yeah, why not? Can you stun him? No? Okay. Alright. Boom, boom.
抱える欲望を見せて
Okay.
見るがよいこれが貴様らの繁栄の答え
Come on, Draco. Give me 50. Give me 50. Give me 50. Okay, I think we got there. 60. Okay.
間違いじゃない間違いのはずがないんだ
What? What can't be a mistake? Oh, bye, Gorgon.
持たれる
I'm sure we'll come across an enemy you'll be useful against eventually. Oh, hey. Perfect.
よし
I can see that extra attack if I hadn't already.
ちぎる食いちぎる
Oh, she just straight up turns into the Caledonian. Okay.
もう飛べないか
Yeah, I guess that makes sense with what she said about this spirit origin. It makes sense. Let me use that and this on her. Use everything and make sure we kill. Alright, that should do the trick. Yep. Goodbye, demon boar. I know you were just trying to survive, but we had to do away with ye. Yeah, I got blow my nose again. Holy hell.
It seems we find ourselves in possession of an unexpectedly large quantity of meat. Everyone, take as much as you can carry. I think I'll take some of this earth while I'm at it. This cave is a rather lucky find. All the demonic beasts that inhabited it must have affected the earth's properties. I should be able to make some excellent golems with this. Kinda looks like you're tilling a field. I would say it is closer to pottery.
This is great. Now my kid won't have to go hungry.
Kid?
Yeah, my child. What, did you think I was single? Well, I'm not.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We made assumptions.
I know we call ourselves the Rebel Army, but there's a lot of Yaga who came here with their families after having their villages razed, because they had nowhere else to go. I'm one of them.
Your villages are burned down, huh?
You mean by the Opportunity?
That's right. Hell, that's how most of us rebel soldiers ended up joining.
Rain stopped.
I'm one of the lucky ones. My whole family made it out alive. Some of the kids here saw their parents murdered right in front of them.
It's horrible.
We don't have time for idle chatter. Let's go.
Right, sorry boss. Come on guys, let's get a move on.
Oh? A well-constructed fort?
Okay, we're here.
For the record, I didn't see anything that looked like it might be tracking us. But just to be safe, I'll set out a few hidden security golems to keep watch.
That'd be great, thanks. You really are absurdly useful, aren't you?
It would seem we're back online.
Report. Give me a goddamn report right now. Why'd you go silent for so long? Just what the hell are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Master, myself, Vikibaran, and Paxi are all currently accompanying the Rebel Army. We're just outside their hideout right now. We will use this opportunity to regroup and to see if we can acquire the parts we need to repair the border. We'll also see if we can replenish our food stores too. Assuming that's possible anyway. A hidden stronghold, huh? I'm not super familiar with fortress engineering, but I have to say that they seem to have done a good job with this one. It's surrounded by cliffs, making it impossible to invade from the flank or rear. And its gates are equipped with ballistae to handle frontal assaults. Okay, but what if the Opportunity can get up on the cliffs and shoot down into the fort? They would, as Obi-Wan says, have the high ground. You know, just throwing that out there. You know, they're pointing out a slight flaw. Its gates are equipped with ballistae to handle frontal assaults. They've even got a barricade in place to defend against the Opportunity's cavalry. Yeah. There's no way any enemies can take this place down without significant casualties. I guess they don't call themselves the Rebel Army for nothing.
Open the gate. Open the gate now.
Alright, it's the boss. The boss is back. Open the gate. Welcome back, boss. Is it just me, or are there more of you now?
Yes, there are. I'll explain about them later. We brought back plenty of meat. Enough for everyone to eat their fill.
Hooray! We get meat!
Surprisingly well done, beast child. I'm surprised how. Okay, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I wasn't really expecting them to show the children. I don't know why.
Thank you, boss.
Once you've eaten up, assemble the commanders for a meeting. I'm sorry, Master and Company, but I'm afraid I must ask you to wait in the corner until then.
Oh, putting us in timeout. Actually, we could really use some food too.
Huh? Are you sure humans can eat demonic beast meat? I suppose you must have a highly skilled cook. Very well. It'd be a shame to let the excess go to waste. I'll have 3 kilograms set aside for you.
Thank you so much. This is great, Senpai. Everyone will be so happy to hear we have food.
I would rather not draw too much attention if I can help it, so I'd be happy to wait in that corner.
I'm happy to wait around for a while too.
Me too. Okay, Master, why don't we all take a little break?
I don't know why. I have a bad gut feeling that things aren't gonna be as hunky-dory as we think they are. I have a not so great feeling about this. Like us waiting. Okay, no, I'm probably being paranoid. Realistically, what could go wrong, right? Surely these other commanders that they're about to have a meeting with won't want to kick us out. Surely not. Surely not. Again, it's probably just probably just my paranoia speaking. I hope. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Wait, did I get the free friend point pull from last night? I didn't. Okay, let me do that really quick. Come on. Yeah, no, we're not getting the mango. Yeah, okay.
For shame.
Yeah, so Adelante Altar wasn't really who I was expecting, but I guess that was what they were going for. Is so I mean, I guess actually, was this her first appearance? It had to have been, right? If she gave an explanation for why she's the way she is, this had to have been Altar's first. Okay. Yeah. Man, that must have been like a huge pump fake for people who were playing as these came out. Like, oh, like people were probably like, oh, we're gonna see a new lady archer servant, probably. And then boom, Adelante again. Even though as a berserker. Like, I'm sure people were probably expecting it's probably something else, I imagine. But she's still cool. She's still cool. More like the banner spoiled the surprise. No, like for like first appearance in FGO, not. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, still. At the very least for me, she wasn't who I was expecting. Honestly, I was kind of leaning Zenobia, maybe? Because I wasn't sure when Zenobia came out. And obviously Sei wasn't during this. I'm pretty sure Sei is more recent, right? Not like super recent, but like recent-ish.
Yeah, いらっしゃいだね、マスター
But yeah, I feel like
盛大にリソースを使うのかな?
Sei would have been so unserious in this whole series. True. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have been a good fit. that's fair. I feel like despite all of Vikabron's precautions, I feel like this stronghold isn't gonna last for the rest of the Lost Belt. I feel like we're gonna have to vacate from here at some point. That's my feeling. It might last for a good while, but by the end of the Lost Belt, I think this stronghold will be forfeit, if I do imagine. Sei was the Valentine's servant right after this. Oh, okay. I don't know why. I assumed she was like way later. I don't know why. Actually, no. It wouldn't make sense for her to be way later though, because she has an alternate. She has her berserker form. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense for her to be super recent. Doesn't she have a third one too, or am I crazy? She has her normal archer, berserker. Doesn't she have a third one? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. No, okay. I don't know why I thought she did. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. But yeah, like I said though, that's gonna do it for now. Next time we'll see if they accept us. You know, which you think everyone there would probably be happy to have more mages and servants like their boss on their side, but you never know. They could their paranoia and caution could overwrite their need to have combat power and more mouths. Yeah, exactly. It's it could go either way. I would hope they would have the foresight to realize having stronger combat capabilities is worth the slight drain on food. Especially since that we don't need to eat as much as they do, because they have to eat what, like 8 times the amount. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But for now, that's gonna do it. Probably continue on Friday if my internet holds up, because again, it's supposed to rain again on Friday here, so we'll see. But for now, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.